I'm Chris Stancil, and I'm asking for your support in the May 19th Republican primary as I seek to serve as the chairman of the Board of Commissioners. You can learn more online at chrisstancil.com or on Facebook at Stancil for Pickens. Thank you and enjoy watching your meeting.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I'm glad it's raining because I'm afraid it's going to get dusty out there. We're going to get started real quick. Department updates. Greg, I'm going to start back there with you. Give us an update on Whitestone. I know we're waiting on everything to dry up, and I don't know when that's going to be, but we've got all the material in. Correct me if I'm wrong. We got all the material in. We're ready to go. If we can just catch up about a few days dry weather.
We dropped the pipe at the shop, waiting on the weather to let us get up there and unload and start to work.
And I have, as soon as we can get some dry weather, I have thinly told if we have to work weekend to get this pipe in here, to go ahead, and I went ahead and approved that. If that comes to that point, because we just, you know, when you have 3 days of dry weather, it don't drop enough to even go in there. And the issue we're having is the trout stream. We got to bring equipment in. EPD is not going to let us drop anything in the creek, so we got to pull everything out without dropping everything in the creek. And this pipe is special made for this creek. EPD's approved it, so we're proceeding on if we can catch a few days dry weather. Anything else you got going on?
No.
Rob, I'd just like to compliment those two guys, Johnny and Greg, for taking care of that pothole on Steve Tate for the family that's going through a rough time.
Yes.
So thank y'all for doing that.
Okay.
All right. 911. Where's Sloan at? There he is.
Christian got over there.
Well, okay. Christian, anything new happening down there?
No, everything's going good.
So far, so good. Y'all got it. Having any issues with radios or phones or anything?
No.
Okay. Sloan, fire?
Yeah, we did have 4 fires last month. As most know, we had the 1 fatality fire. Any fatality fire, you have to call in the state investigators as well. They kind of ruled it before they even called us back, and they kind of ruled it smoking in bed. So we actually heard about it through some of our media. I think it was Mary actually, that somebody had sent it to me, and Mary had posted it, and I went, awesome, okay. Anyway.
That was the story that was on the front page of the paper where y'all found her in the basement of the house.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We have been demoing some new extrication equipment that's battery operated, so we won't have to be toting the generators down the mountain and stuff. We're going to strategically place them. We had 4 sets that were put into the splost, but we're only looking at 2 sets as far as the money goes. But we've been demoing some sets of Hamatro and some Hurst equipment. So hopefully we'll have some battery operated tools for extrication soon. But been doing a lot of classes here lately, Fire Officer 1, Fire Officer 2 for our people. Basically right now we're just working on our license. Our ambulance license are due in July or June, end of June. For renewal, that's a pretty lengthy process, and personnel license are re-upping at the end of March. So working on basically a lot of license stuff right now.
You getting your cabin chassis and all worked out? About that 2-year project, trying to get your cabin chassis set up for the ambulances?
Yes.
Okay. Any more issues with that?
Not at the moment, but I really hope that I can come up with as many. We'll let Taylor make bid on it, but I sure don't want to have to deal with that again.
Okay.
I'll say that in a meeting. I don't want to deal with that again.
I understand. Any questions for Mr. Elrod? Recreation Department guys, I hear y'all getting set up for baseball, softball this summer?
Yes, sir. We just got done last night at 9 p.m. with our registration. We've got 550 kids registered for 3-4 T-ball, 5-6 T-ball, 7-8 baseball, softball, 9-10 baseball, softball, and 11-12 baseball, softball. So supposed to get some good weather this weekend. We got skills evaluation and draft, and then starting next week we're playing ball. So the opening day ceremony will be on March 28th. It's usually a big event. If y'all can make it out, that would be great. But it's been busy.
Everything going out for what we discussed earlier in the month for that sign going out there.
Yes, we're working with the parents, just getting that done for us, and as Seth actually spoke to the fabricator last week, so we're working on that.
Brian, what time is the opening day?
Be 9 a.m. Well, we're getting everybody set up at 9 a.m., but I think it should start around 10, provided we have good weather, which is going to be challenging.
All right. Have y'all done any evaluations on the pool yet, or are you gonna hold off?
Eric's been working on it. He's already been working on the pool. It's like every single year. We peck at it until we can get some good weather. Right now we're in the scraping, and we'll start painting, and then once everything goes, hopefully according to plan, we'll get water in it and we'll get it open. So probably about middle of May. That's usually what we average, around the middle of May, towards the end of May, just depending on how bad the weather corrodes the existing paint from last year and how much we have to put into it. So, but other than that, that's all I have.
All right. Finance Department, how are you handling it, Ms. Fay?
We're hanging in there. We're getting ready for audit and working on some other projects. And sounds like a printing press back there.
I understand that. When's the audit actually going to start? When they going to
They've already done field work, the outside offices at the courthouse, the sheriff's office. They'll be here to do their testing and field work the first full week in April. And then hopefully we should have a draft of the audit by mid-May, and it is due to the state by June 30th. So everything should be on schedule. That's about it.
Planning and Development. Justin, how are you making it back there, young man?
Doing well, sir. Just a reminder, we have a planning commission meeting on Monday. There's 3 cases going. One from highway business to agriculture, one from agriculture to rural residential, and then another one from agricultural to highway business, I think. Also, we have 2 new office personnel starting on Monday, so looking forward to that.
All right. You're seeing any decreasement with all this rain with building permits? Everything's still going strong?
It's still going pretty steady. When the rain slacks off for a day or 2, Richard's out there with about 10 or 12 of them right now. So.
Really? Okay, that's good. That's good. Any questions?
Good job.
Natasha, animal control.
The animal shelter's going good. Our numbers are low. We currently have 5 adoptable dogs, 10 cats, and 8 dogs that are waiting to go to rescue. So we're moving them out through fosters till they can get into rescues. We're having adoption events and through rescues. We have several rescue groups that we're currently working with to get the animals into homes and out of the shelter. I know that there's been some issues with the city of Jasper animal control. I know that 911 dispatchers have been having some issues of getting in contact with the animal control officer for the city of Jasper. We are currently working on a IGA, trying to get an IGA set up with the city on the animal control there. But our main problem right now is just we're getting hammered as far as city of Jasper animal control. We can't get them to answer the phone when we need them. We have no jurisdiction to go into the city of Jasper. County Animal Control does not without an IGA. So that's currently our project. That's what we're trying to get fixed.
And the IGA is something we've been working on since, I think, October. We're trying to get the city to come together to see what we can do as we go forward. If they're wanting the county to take over the complete control of the animal shelter through the city of Jasper city limits, we need to get an IGA in place.
And the holdup on that is hearing from the correct person who we don't know who we need to
we've had discussions off and on with the IGA in regard with Brandon and Lonnie. Lonnie, what he's telling me, he wants to step down from the city, because he represents the city over the animal controls. And we have an issue to the fact that we can't legally go into the city and start bringing animals in. We got people dropping them off to the animal shelter, so that are from the city. So, you know, there's two different entities we're trying to work with.
And I'm assuming that Lonnie has told the city he wants to step down.
I'm assuming. That's why we need to get together and have a discussion and see how we've been trying to pull something together for weeks, where we can have a talk over the IGA for the animal control.
Thanks.
All right. Thank you. And we will, all that information that you've got disseminated between these, we're going to have Phil and we'll get with the city and whoever would like to have that information that works for the city of Jasper can have a copy of that also. We're talking about, we have talked with Nelson City Council of Nelson with an IGA with them. They have requested that they would like the county to take over the building inspections, everything but zoning on the Pickens County side of the city of Nelson. We have already had some discussions with them. I would like to go ahead and let Mr. Landrum be aware of the fact that we need to go ahead and start putting something together. He's already worked on it for a little bit. Phil?
We need to talk with Alan Morris.
Okay. So, matter of fact, had two of the council members in about 3 weeks ago, and was talking about it. And I told them that I would discuss it with the other two commissioners and with the county attorney, that we would see what we could do to take that process over, but we did not want anything to do with their zoning, because, you know, that's our comprehensive plan and zoning. But we could help them with the building permits and the inspections and that point. And I think they've already worked out something with Cherokee County that's doing the Cherokee County side of the city of Nelson.
So they probably don't have a large number. I mean, it's not going to overburden us to take that on.
No, okay. No. And a few years ago, we had a contract with them, and then Cherokee County had one with them also. I think, if not mistaken, they've already dissolved their police force down there, and the sheriff's department has, on the Pickens County side, has taken over part of that, or making rounds through that. And the same thing from Cherokee County is doing the same thing. So all they've got is the mayor, city council, and they got one young lady that does clerk, I believe, for the city of Nelson. And they just work part-time, don't they? You do. So it's just part-time. So we're trying to get something worked out. And I don't think it'll be a big deal. We just got to get an IGA. You think any issues with that, Phil?
No, it looked pretty basic. I mean, it was along the lines of what we were expecting, but we need to get some input from the magistrate court as to how they're going to be reimbursed for what they do.
Not to be nosy, but have they already appointed a judge for that down there yet? Do you know?
Yeah.
Oh, they have?
They have a judge that they'll be able to hold court there. Is that what you're talking about?
Maybe let me talk to you afterwards.
All right. Let's see here. Who have I got? Roy.
Hello.
Hello. I hated to wake the beast, but
That's all right.
everything.
Well, as y'all noticed, people are wanting to come buy Pickens County in a wholesale fashion. They're buying and selling and combining and splitting and building like crazy, and we're just trying to keep up with it. So far this year, you've got until April 1st to file for your homesteads for this year. We're at about 415 so far, with the rest of this month to go. So basically, we're very popular right now, and everybody's trying to find builders to build their houses. And, things are going pretty good.
All right. Mr. Barnes? Miss Dee?
Sounds encouraging.
Faye? Karen, anybody? Well, Natasha, if you go ahead and start pulling some more documents together on that animal control policies, and be sure that the city of Jasper, whomever that is going to get a copy of all that. Might want to make a couple of copies.
I'll text them by.
All right.
Drop them off to Brandon.
All right, thank you. Well, if that's all for today, I want to thank everybody for being here. Watch out, and we're getting notifications from public health every 8 hours. It seems like over the virus.
8 minutes.
Well, 8 minutes. Over the virus, so everybody do a hand bump. They don't want anybody shaking hands. Do a hand bump. Wash your fingers. All that good stuff. Just what your mama used to teach us years ago. Yeah, don't be licking your fingers and rubbing your eyes. But y'all have a good weekend. Y'all be safe, and hopefully the weather will give us a break. Thank y'all. This meeting is now adjourned.